Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hansen. Thanks for joining me this morning. I'm with Justin Helmke this morning, and we've got some good stuff to talk about with Ole's Ride. But first, I want to just put a shout out to the Looney Days committee this year. Looney Days was just a lot of fun. Were you in town, Justin, for any of the stuff? Yeah, yep. And you know, it just doesn't happen without the volunteers, without the Vergas Community Club. You know, obviously sponsors it. Renee Sonnenberg did an awesome job of organizing it and getting all her committees together, and you know, just making sure that she had a lot of people lined up. We look forward to Looney Days all year long, and the events that happen with that. And I just really commend her and all the committees that got together and put on just a great event for you to enjoy and to bring people to our great community. And that being said, you know, we've got a great event coming up this Saturday on August 29th. And Justin, you're here to talk about Ole's Ride. You've been on since the beginning, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, sometimes when something like this comes together, when you have a benefit and are doing something like that, you know, it's got some sadness with it, too, because it's obviously for the benefit of somebody that is not only sick, but we've kind of gone through the whole thing with it. You know, Ole was there for the first couple ones, and then we lost him. And quite often that'll quit at that time, but you guys have just taken it a step beyond, knowing that Red River Valley Hospice can really benefit from it. So tell me a little bit about what you got going on.
Ole was on the first ride.
Yeah, okay.
And he passed shortly thereafter. And it was just something that went really well, so we thought it would be great to just keep it going. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, obviously, unfortunately, there's always families that can benefit from hospice.
Right. So, you know, that's really cool, the way that you mentioned that, because obviously the first ride was meant for Ole and benefited that. But just the fact that your committee and Ole's family recognize that there are a lot of families out there that need hospice. And they need the funds to come in, and you guys have been raising a ton of money for them. It's just really cool, and that says a lot about the Vergas community, doesn't it? They just come together.
Last year we broke $10,000 that we donated, which was kind of our goal.
That's cool.
And we got above and beyond there, you know. So we'd like to keep it going.
It says that the past rides have raised over $33,000. Yeah, with all proceeds going to the local area hospice. So that's pretty cool. So tell me what you got going for the weekend.
Well, last year we decided to start it Friday. Mm-hmm. We do a bike show, kind of pre-register, you know, just kind of get the thing started, and you know, you can buy clothes. It's a little bit easier to do that than the big crowd on Saturday morning.
Yeah, the chaos on Saturday.
Trying to get registered, yeah. So
you can actually come in and register for the ride on Saturday, on Friday night during the bike show. Yep. You can pick up some cool clothes. Look at this. I mean, isn't that an awesome shirt?
It used to just be T-shirts and
and you got the hat going.
And now it's hats and shirts and sweatshirts and tank tops and...
You know, that's our human nature. We weren't just happy with a T-shirt. We want more. But, you know, if it's raising money for hospice, that's great.
Well, you know, Jess really does a good job with clothes. It's kind of like, well, what color are the shirt's going to be? And that's about as far as I take it. And then it goes, all of a sudden it shows up. It's like, oh, wow.
Yeah, or like, what do I got to wear that day?
Yeah.
That's good.
Hopefully we don't need sweatshirts.
Right. And so you can come in the bike show. Tell me a little bit about that on Friday night.
Bike show, actually, we just kind of tried it last year, and it went pretty well. So we decided to do it again. We're just going to, you know, have the bike show. It's nice to kind of just hang out. They close off the street and hang out, see some cool motorcycles.
Is there any kind of rules and regulations for the bike show? Does it matter what kind of bike? I could bring my Vespa, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, you can bring some of your little scooter if you want.
Absolutely.
And are you guys giving prizes and stuff for that?
Yeah, they do. They'll do a custom. It's kind of the show, or not show choice, but
favorite people's choice.
People's choice.
Okay.
They do a custom and a stock.
Okay.
So last year we had a really nice old, it was a beautiful old motorcycle at once.
Yeah, that's fun. And so if you've got something that, you know, one of those bikes that you just love to show off, you know, that this is a great time to do it, because there'll be a lot of people there that appreciate that too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and not necessarily, you know, like that bike wasn't on the ride the next day, of course, you know. Some of those bikes you ride, some of them you don't. But
okay. And so you don't have to ride the bike. Yeah, no, obviously, okay. So you can bring your bike, show it off, and then
Yep.
ride something different the next day
Yep,
if you want.
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about the ride. I see that it starts. You got to come to Billy's at from 10 to 11:30 to register, and then you guys take off. And so what all happens at Billy's that morning?
Basically registration. You can have breakfast and stuff like that at Billy's, and then kickstands up at noon, and we take it's usually 100 to 200 mile ride.
How many stops do you normally take?
3.
3 stops.
Yep.
And then I noticed at those stops, there's chances for door prizes.
Oh yeah, we do door prizes and just all kinds of stuff. Usually the stops will kind of kick in and do some little stuff,
Sure.
So.
And just some time to visit with some people and stuff too. Then when you come back at Billy's, then the excitement starts, right?
Yeah, we do food, and there's door prizes and silent auction, and then the Fat Cats play.
Yeah.
So that's always a good time.
It is a good time. You got a silent auction going on. Are you guys looking for things for that?
Absolutely.
Okay. I know you really have some cool things that go with the silent auction. And so if you've got something out there, maybe don't want to be taking the ride, maybe you aren't able to or whatever, but you want to be part of it. You don't have to be on the ride to be part of it, correct?
Right. No, yeah, absolutely. Anytime you want to bop in after the ride, a lot of people show up after the ride. I mean, not everybody rides a motorcycle.
Right.
So they come in after the ride, and that's kind of when, everybody sighs and goes, oh, it's over.
It's over.
Now we can have a good time and relax,
and throw some money out there.
Yeah.
The thing of it is, too, Justin, with the going on the ride is you don't have to actually be in a motorcycle to do that. I know there's people in their cars that do it, right?
Yeah, we usually get a few cars, custom old
fun cars, that they want to be out
classic
for on
cars.
a nice ride.
Yeah.
All right, now I know that you can't reveal where you're going this year, but what's your favorite route been so far?
I think
in the last 6 years.
My favorite route, I think, was when we went up north, just because there was really low traffic, not many people. There was lots of wildlife and stuff like that. So that was kind of my favorite route. I think my favorite ride was the first year.
Yeah, when Oli was along.
Right. I think that was our shortest ride, but it was also, I think that was kind of my favorite ride. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Things like this don't happen without sponsors, and I want to mention those that they've got going on here. Just kind of wrap it up too, and don't forget Friday, August 28th is the bike show. That's at Billy's. There's going to be, voting will start at 6:30, so make sure that your bike's here by then, and it closes at 8:30. Yep. And then on Saturday, you're going to want to be here between 10 and 11:30 to register. If you want to go on the ride, if you don't want to go on the ride, you're going to want to take part when they get back, because there's food, there's door prizes, there's awesome silent auction things, and then Fat Cats doesn't get any better than that. And that's all on Saturday, August 29th. It all happens down at Billy's Corner Bar. It all happens right on Main Street in Vergas. And so it's just another great reason to come to Vergas. All of the proceeds benefit the Hospice of the Red River Valley. And these sponsors, JH Signs, thank you, Justin, Little Level, Soul and Rock and Gravel, Long Weekend Sportswear, Sonnenberg Plumbing and Heating, Zitzo Electric, Tip, Billy's Corner Bar, and Sonnenberg Excavating, Hospice of Red River Valley, Goodman's Supermarket, Ryan and Deb Waters, and Justin and Kayla Olson are the great sponsors of this. And so got another good reason to come to Vergas.
One thing, this wouldn't happen without all the sponsors, of course, but it also wouldn't happen without the road guards.
Okay.
And the road guards are kind of going above and beyond this year, because you're required by the state to be certified to do this.
Sure.
And all of our road guards don't ride motorcycle. It's just kind of how people want to be involved. So they go out before the ride, and they're not on motorcycles, and that's how they wanted to be involved. So they've got to take a class to do this and the whole
awesome.
deal. So
all right,
big
so a shout out to
them.
those road guards too. All right. Be involved. Come to Vergas on August 28th and 29th. Thank you, Justin.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. You have a good day in Vergas.